I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Welcome fellow Fusioners, Character King here, and today I'm doing an exception to my Synchro restriction. We are playing Ice Barriers, and the only reason we're doing this is one, it's one of my favorite archetypes, and two, it can Synchro summon but generally doesn't focus around it. It usually goes around using Triangle, popping a card, and then trying to OTK on turn 2. So basically, the whole deck we use Balance, because Balance lets us open a spell, trap, and then 2 monsters in our opening hand, generally. Not all the time, but the whole thing about that is we want to go second. We are running 30 cards, so our 5th card that we draw is a 3rd monster, because the whole deck revolves around the spell card, Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier. Now, Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier basically has it where you have to reveal 3 Ice Barriers with different names in your hand, target one card your opponent controls, then destroy it. And then after you destroy it, you can special summon a Ice Barrier monster from your hand. Having 3, you can summon any of those 3, or the other one if you have another. The only downside you have to watch out for is Magic Triangle of the Ice Barrier has to destroy something to be able to special summon. So you have to be careful. Generally, you'll destroy a monster even if you want to hit the back row. If you see like a response, they can chain it. Because you want to make sure you can destroy something. Besides that, we are have our other spell, Moray of Greed. We can shuffle 2 water monsters in our hand, back to the deck, and then draw 3 cards, hopefully searching out our Magic Triangle if we did not open with it in our opening hand, and we open this instead. We have to run 6 traps for Balance to work, so we're running Fiendish Chain and Floodgate. We want things that keep their monsters on the field, so we can destroy it with Triangle and get our plays going. Floodgate will flip it face down, and Fiendish Chain will lock it if it's an effect monster, and it cannot use its effects, so it negates the effects when you use it. So besides that, we are running... Ice Barriers are very interesting because they don't generally Synchro summon very easily, but they have some pretty cool plays going for them. So basically we have, I'm going to go over the 3 ups first. We have General Kantala of the Ice Barrier. Once per turn, during your end phase, you can select 1 Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard, except for itself. Special summon it. So basically this helps you get into your, get your monsters out and help maintain a full 3 monster board. The only other way to get 3 monsters out is your Grunard. But Kantala, basically you can do a really cool combo with them if you have Strategist. Because Strategist, you basically summon out your Kantala with your Triangle. Then you normal summon Strategist, and Strategist can discard a Ice Barrier monster from your hand to draw 1 card. So basically you can discard any of your other Ice Barriers, except for you don't want to discard the Kantala if you can help it, because it can't bring itself back from the grave. So you discard another one like a Prior, and you can, in the end phase, bring it back, and then hopefully you can protect it long enough to get more plays going. But he is able to bring back what your Strategist discards, and you get the draw, so you get some advantage from that effect. The other 3 we're running. Do Dark with the Ice Barrier. It is a level 2 tuner. That's all that's really important. We can Synchro with a level 4 into our Bryonic, which comes up very often and is pretty useful. Besides that, if the only monsters you control are level 2 or lower, he can attack directly. So if you do some damage, you don't kill them completely, and they wipe out your whole board, you can summon him and go for lethal, finishing your opponent off. So he comes up once in a while, but not too often, mainly for Synchros. Prior of the Ice Barrier is one of the best and worst Ice Barrier cards. It is fantastic because you can special summon himself, but the downside is if you special summon him, you cannot have special summon a level 5 or higher monster that turn. So if you special summon out your Kantala, you can't special summon him. And if you special summon out him, you can't use his effect to bring back something higher level than 5. So basically his other effect is you can tribute him to target an Ice Barrier monster in your graveyard and special summon it, except for himself. You can't summon himself. But that is really, really good because you can bring back your Kantala, you can bring back your Grunard, and you can bring back your Synchros. So if you have a Synchro out, they kill it, summon him, special out your Synchro, and then get your plays going. So he's fantastic for that, but you have to normal summon him to get his effect off, or have had him on the field previously, a different turn. So besides that, we are running, yeah, that's a pretty big downside. We're running General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. Basically, if your opponent uses a monster effect, they have to discard a card from their hand. If they cannot, if they don't, their effect is negated. So basically, doesn't work the best when they have full starting hand, but when they get down to 1 or 2 cards, that can actually greatly impact their game. It's a different name, so that's why you run it. We have Pilgrim of the Ice Barrier. Can't be destroyed by battle with, say, a monster with 19 or more attack. It's a nice card you can set and hopefully live your opponent's barrage of attacks. If they have a lot like 3 Blue Eyes, they cannot get over this card very easily, so it can come up. We have Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier, one of the best waifus in the game. Dance Princess basically has it where, once per turn, if you control another face-up Ice Barrier monster, you can reveal any number of Ice Barrier monsters in your hand, and then select an equal number of set, spell, and traps your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. So basically, you can do this to get rid of back row, so you can go for lethal. Her plus something like Gintala is over 4,000, so if you pop their monster, bounce their back row like they're all battle traps, you can then kill your opponent. Besides that, we are running General Grunard. You can Noble Summon an extra time if he's on the field. So you can Special Summon him out with your Triangle. And then when he's on the field, you can Noble Summon out your Strategist, and then your Tuner, and then Synchro Summon all in one turn. So it can happen, and it's pretty nice. You can run more of him, because he does have a really cool effect, but I'm only running one for this video. Next up, we have Geomancer of the Ice Barrier. This is your level 3 tuner. I'm only running one because your Grunard, your Gungear, my bad, isn't the best synchro. Basically, your Gungear has it where once per turn you can discard up to 2 cards to your graveyard and then target the same number of cards your opponent controls and destroy them. So it's one of the weaker ones, and it needs a tuner and a non-tuner water monster, which your whole deck is water. So it works out pretty nicely. Geomancer also has the effect where you can discard 1 card, declare 1 attribute, and this card cannot be selected by an attack, as an attack by monsters with the declared attribute. So basically, this is really good for if they all have the same attribute, you can lock them out of attacking, so they have to use back row or removal to be able to get rid of this. But generally use them for your Synchro Summons, so it doesn't come up too often. Then we have Blizzard, Defender of the Ice Barrier. It's a nice card you can set turn 1. If they destroy by battle, draw a card. Helps you get back your resources and not die if you went first, and this is your only way to protect yourself. Alrighty. And then besides that, we have our main Synchro, Brionic. Requires 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuners, level 6. So you'll generally use your level 4 and level 2 to summon it. And then you can discard any number of cards to the graveyard from your hand. Then target the same number of cards your opponent controls and return those targets to the hand. So basically you can bounce things that are problematic and get over a lot of things. So it is a very, very good Synchro in non-Ice Barrier decks as well, because it only requires a tuner and non-tuner. No other restrictions on the material. So it is a very good boss monster. We don't have Trishula or the other Synchro yet. And we're kind of missing, if we had Medallion, Ice Barriers would have a little more. Because Medallion can search any Ice Barrier monster to your hand. So that's actually really, really good. But so far, that's Ice Barriers right now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you want to see me make in the future. I'm waiting until 1,000 subs before I make actual Synchro-focused decks, like the whole deck is around Synchro Summoning. But this is one of my favorite decks, so I make an exception for this deck specifically. Alrighty, I hope you enjoy. That's the deck. Now the gameplay. Alrighty, going second. Perfect. Can we get the perfect hand? That's a pretty good hand. We just need the triangle, which you have a pretty good chance of drawing. Not guaranteed, but pretty good chance. Oh, just passes. That's actually bad. Oh well. We didn't draw what we needed anyway, so works out in our favor. Some kind of hand trap, I think. Probably wanted the switcheroo to go off. Oh well, we have Floodgate. He probably is Cosmic Cyclone though. Yep, switcheroo. Summons Course. Not worth using anything right now. Yeah, we'll Floodgate one up. Hopefully it doesn't have Lance though. There we go. 1500 defense. And he's a monster. Come on, triangle. Perfect, yes. Here we go. Triangle the ice barrier. 1, 2, 3. Destroy. Summon out Guntala. Actually, Raiho probably would have been better. Oh well. Let's summon Raiho, actually. I wanted to Synchro summon, but honestly, right now, having him discard is more important. Because if he summons, uses Kiteroid or Sphere, what does he have to do? Wait a minute. Oh, it has to be on the field. Never mind. I messed that up. I should have Synchro summoned. Yes. Well, still, this is actually very impactful against this deck because he has to use a whole bunch of effects to get going, and this will greatly impact that. Because it's a discard, then discard again to use the effect. Now he wants to use that effect. Can't. Oh, I guess he can. Has to be a monster, that's why. It counts as a spell then. I think Barch will be negated. Let me see this. Negated, there we go. You have no cards in hand, no effect. So it was a better play. There we go. Did not know, cannot use against Kuriboh. So it has to be something on the field using the effect. There we go, woo! General Raiho doing really good work. Next game. Alrighty, going first. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Set Blizzard, pass. He kills it, we draw a card, so. I wonder what he's playing. Let's see, 25 cards in deck, 5 cards in extra deck. See, Cyrus has the Fusion Reserve skill. I think what else he has. I don't verse too many Cyruses. Not since the Worlds where spellbooks were a thing. Cool. No attack. Okay. Well. Let's get swinging. Blizzard! 300 attack. Poke him. Good. You want to force him to attack our guy, basically. Which he is not. Okay, well, we're going to start using these. Feels bad. Blizzard! Attack! This is going to be a long game. What, is he not good enough for your back row? Oh no, a set monster. Draw. Let's pass. Was good damage while it lasted. Solar recharge, alrighty. So we milled a Lumina, Raiden. Okay. Let's just floodgate it, why not? So that one's face down. I wonder what the back row is then. No! No! Oh, one card in the field. Yeah, why not? It's one card in the field, so you can manage your back row too. But this way, we can kill it with our Blizzard. Draw. Okay, cool. Monray. 1, 2. Oof. Monterey again. Can we just get all monsters with different names, please? Yeah, almost. Now we nothing there. Come on, do dark. Let's do battle. You kill you. And you attack directly. Floodgate. Oh cool, Kiteroid. I'm surprised he used Kiteroid actually. I mean, look at our unbeatable board. Just try to get past our stats. Ooh, Thunder Dragons. Okay. You fool. You gave me a draw. That's exactly what I wanted. So we have enough for destruction, so we're actually... Let's use this now, yeah. Pop on the back rows. Cool, and then we summon this one. Discard, draw. Eh. Synchro. 1, 2. One, and then yeah, we'll keep Floodgate available. Attack, Grunard. So we know he has Kiteroid and Grave, and he probably has some in hand because he hasn't had a lot of plays going. Yep, there we go. 2 Engrave. Go, Brionic. So we have one more Engrave to worry about. And we'll be able to bounce one card. It's going to need at least 2 turns to get through this. Thunder Dragon Roar. That's Hunter's back to hand. Solar Recharge. At this point, we might as well just deck him out. Is that a Bacon Saver? That is a Bacon Saver. Yep, we're going to deck him out. That's our plan. That seems to be our strategy. If he summons Raiden, we do nothing. Perfect. Nope, go ahead. Be my guest. This is end phase now, not worth it. Draw. Might as well just kill it. Might as well discard one. Bounce like this. Yeah. So the question becomes battling. I guess I should make sure this dies. Big save will stop that. Okay. Then we want to make sure this dies. Something he can contribute and destroy one of our guys. His turn, and we have a one floodgate to stop a play. So duo. So I don't think Thunder Dragons run level 10 Synchros, but he doesn't really have any other Thunder Dragons, so he may run them in this version. So that will get no effect. Yeah, Floodgate, we don't have a choice. Let's see if he has any other out. He needed the duo to keep himself from decking out. He can just kill our guy, though. So does he have Econ? He does not. Ooh. Set pass. There we go. Deck out. Draw for turn. Woo! Long game. There we go. Alrighty. There's one. Next game. Cool. Going second. That is ideal. Yep, we need destruction. Pretty bad. We need our triangle. No, Simoon. That means he doesn't have another black whirlwind, so he's the one. But he gets 2 searches, so that's pretty bad for me. Zephyros. Summon Zephyros, search, probably Gale. Or Orochi. Raikiri the Rain Shower. Bounces that so he keeps the Whirlwind. It's a pretty good strategy. Oof. Well, we gotta pop that Raikiri. We don't really have a choice. Summon out our Gungnir. Don't floodgate it. Let it happen. Cool. Wait, these are both tuners. Never mind. Can't. I was trying to sync them together. So we can kill one of them. This can attack directly. So we'll set this and just swing. That's our best bet. Yeah, killing, I think this one is better. Whoops. I forgot. He needs to be the only level 2 or lower. Feels bad. Ooh, feels bad. So that means if he has a monster and the Black Whirlwind, I'm in trouble. Oh, does not look like it. Cool. Draw. Guntala. So... we'll set this. I guess I should have gone for Guntala because I could have brought this back. That might have been a better play. I'm just like, I can set this and Synchro. Woo! There we go. Alright. Well, he didn't draw what he needed, so we won that one. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and let me know what kind of videos you want to see me make in the future. I appreciate you guys. You guys keep me going, keep me strong. Keep fusioning. Let's go Slash.
Hush.